All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the true power with General Sarasun Seti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to not only the Sarasun Seti YouTube page, but the General Seti YouTube page, two dynamic powerhouse institutions on YouTube, giving you nothing but black power, black divinity. I want you to subscribe immediately. I want you to become a member. Link for the memberships right down in the video description is in the chat. All you had to do is just click it. You get a video introduction, rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarasun Seti General Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. The General got a new website up on Teachable, uploading a lot of dynamic curriculum, powerhouse programs, certificate courses. First one up, 25 Steps to the Redemption of Definitive Black Manhood, designed by the General strictly for the brothers. It's an amazing, amazing course. You can get a preview by clicking that link right over in the chat. Also included the Brotherhood of Heru Roundtable live stream, where the brothers meet once a week discussing very vital, very powerful information pertinent to our growth and development. I want you to get on over there, check it out, family. Become a brother, become a member today. That's right, ring the alarm, KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarasun Seti, DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. I got something for your family. I know you're going to like and love. Make sure you get on over there, check out that catalog, get a discount, shop and save and shop. And everybody know the General got the pop in his page on Patreon. By far, we got that fire dropping tonight. No holds barred. I want you in the house. It's not going another day past the day. Electric melanin and the explosive black mind. I got all the supplemental master teachers that's going to give you nothing but that fire. I'm going to black it up. I'm going to back it up with the General breakdown on all this. We also got the great goddess Tarway Ret, and we got Sobek. I want you in the house. I want you in the house for that. It's amazing. Got information that you're not going to get nowhere else. And we got the Ishmael. For all you Muslims and talking about Ishmael is your ancestor, the Arab, and that Ishmael built the Kaaba. Nigga, you in for a rude awakening today. I want you in the house. That's right. All the family out there donate to the General. I thank you. Those would like to donate. The link is in the chat. I appreciate you very much. And make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King Seti, Sarasun Seti, General Seti, Black Power Cartel. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share with your family and friends. And comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. Where it's happening, family. You know, this crazy Neanderthal is, going to do whatever he think he could do. You understand what I'm saying? To, hide his weakness. That's what he's doing. He's trying to hide his weakness. A bully, but, we the right ones. You feel me? So Donald Trump has taken over the police force in Washington, D.C., Chocolate City, one of our black meccas. And you know what? Based on what I've heard, that, D.C., there are some laws there where he's able to come in there and do those things, and, he can, 30 days. And after the 30 days, it's up to Congress to, to either, enforce it after that, or, he had to, shut it down. But you know what? Everything happened for a reason. Everything happened for a reason. And what our people got to be thinking about right now, because they in there, is getting, solutions to what they see on the ground. You know what I'm saying? You have the, strategies and solutions for what they see on the ground. Because there's, there is a balance in this shit. You want to roll in. You see, you want to roll in, but we got to have strategizing minds on the ground. Because if they in there, they in there. You see what I'm saying? What's happening? How they, how they, what type of tactics are they using on the people? You know what I'm saying? We got to have these minds, on the ground that could respond, you see, in a positive manner. You feel what I'm saying? And positive for us is what I'm saying. You have to have some proactive strategies. You see that, can counteract everything that's going down. A lot of times we be, thinking about it like, oh yeah, they didn't came. Yeah, roll in, motherfucker. You in here now. But that gives us an opportunity to see, how they trying to, what tactics they're using on the people. You know what I'm saying? And seal those cracks. If there's cracks that need to be sealed, they need to be sealed. They need to be sealed. And it must be some proactive strategies that's being developed immediately by the by the progressive minds on the ground. That's just all it is to it. When a motherfucker roll in, you cry, but do you understand how he's trying to attack? What is the attack formations? You feel what I'm saying? What are the attack formations? How they hitting the houses? How they rolling down the block? You see what I'm saying? We need, and see, that's why unity is the motherfucking key. Because 800 motherfuckers don't mean shit to 1 million motherfuckers united. Period. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. 800 motherfuckers and don't mean shit to a million niggas united. Okay? Believe that. If we, you know what I'm saying? You got to, we do our signals. We do whatever we need to do to let people know. And that, see, but they understand that, divided people, people that's not, understanding how to, you can turn them 800 into, they can't do shit. Literally. They can't do a goddamn thing because the peoples is united. When we see you, the call will go out and it'll go down goddamn 20 goddamn blocks. The information, yeah. Before y'all motherfuckers, yeah, here they come. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You got to have your communication. You see what I'm saying? Now, if they want to turn all the way up. You understand? It's proactive. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, here they is. They over there. Yup. Send the call out. You understand? That's how you work. We ain't trying to, but that's how it is. You gonna roll in here and shit and try under the assumption that DC is somehow so violent and shit. And no more motherfucking violent than no other goddamn city. Republican cities are violent too. And many of them is more violent than DC. So if you're going to start at home, roll up in some of them damn Republican, and I'm not for Democrat or Republican, but this is the what they want to go in there because they thinking about, where they going to have resistance and, being able to achieve, and probably who's putting the pressure on his ass about, the Epstein, and a lot of people think, oh, yes, it is. That got a lot to do with it. Because if they find out you've been sex trafficking and messing with them children, your ass is up out of there anyway. You see, that's like a ticking time bomb for him, and so he's a big bully because, he want to go, but he can't bully Xi Jinping. He can't bully Vladimir Putin, who's been playing with his ass like a little puppet. You saying that you're going to do all these things and you have not been able to achieve these things on a bigger scale. And so you think you're going to come down here on a diversion and run up into D.C., you know, and attack a chocolate city, you know what I'm saying, and think you're going to run up in there. But again, you know, that's just showing that our people got to get their shit together. And you can get it together real quick. It ain't like you got to, you know, sometime when they run up on your ass, that's when you get your shit together. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to get it together right now. You know what I'm saying? But you don't just be running and shit. Get some strategy out of that shit. Don't just be, look at the tactics that's being put down, because it's going to go to other cities. Don't come up out of there without no goddamn strategies and tactics. You see what I'm saying? To repel and offset what they trying to put down. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. And progressive. You see what I'm saying? You ain't got to, but you can neutralize their ass through unity. 800 motherfuckers ain't shit to 1 million black people. Nothing. You can neutralize them to it don't even mean nothing. They couldn't even fucking go nowhere without the whole city knowing where they at, when they get, where they going. You understand what I'm saying? Period. Period. Offset all that. That's reality. And that's progressive. You ain't got to attack nobody or nothing. Just neutralize what they, because you're fired. Now, you know, you're fired. You want to run up in there. You want to dismantle a government that's been voted on by the people. So right there, you violating people's civil rights. You understand? You know, to vote in their own representatives, and you want to come in, neutralize the representatives, take over, bully the people, go in and you know, and lock people. What he's trying to do is instill fear, but in unity, that's how you destroy all of that. They're expecting that everybody gonna run and, you know, and scatter, and what you need to do again is the progressive minds on the ground need to see what's happening and immediately put some proactive strategies, offsetting strategies and tactics to offset it. And unity is most definitely. You can't go if people they on the way. You see what I'm saying? Here they go. That's where they at. You see what I'm saying? They out in the open. I mean, shit, it is what it is. And you know what I'm saying? They're coming down this street. They're coming down that street. It is what it is. I mean, you got the right. That's your right to be able to say that. You see, you ain't got to involve yourself in nothing that they do. But goddamn it, you can make sure that the people know exactly what's going on, when it's going on, and they have the right to do that. As citizens, they have a right to do that. That's not impending anything or shit. You out in the open, you see, and this is open society. And so, you know, you proactive. You ain't got to be involve yourself in shit other than proactive strategies. You understand what I'm saying? To make sure that the city is respected and thriving, and that they're not able to just pillage the fucking city. You see what I'm saying? We're not going to let you pillage our damn city. And they don't have to, because you filed. Then straight up, you filed. You're being disrespectful of people's rights to come in there and, you know, have their own representative do what they voted them in there to do. You see what I'm saying? And every city is fucking. And so if that's the case, every fucking city is under. And a lot of you think Republican cities is not, but you started with, what is perceived to be the enemy, which is the Democratic Party for them, which is the Democratic, because they don't give a goddamn about none of that. I mean, niggas been killing each other for goddamn, and I'm not saying black people, I'm just talking about in general. We talking about because all violence is not black. You see what I'm saying? But you choose to go to a black city, and so what he's trying to, I don't know what he's trying to image. He's trying, but the more he do it, the weaker he becomes. The more he do it, the weak. This is a weak, he's weak. You know, I mean, because all the things that he claimed that he can achieve, he has not achieved that. He has not achieved that. He's been very anti, anti everything. Internationally, nationally. Now he even on a local level. He's anti everything. He wants to control. He wants to destroy. He wants to pillage. Some things are necessary if it's for national security. We understand that, but even that is it's a very aggressive, and yes, we do need aggressive. We do, but it's a way for anything. It's a way for anything because it's even playing on the people. That's really don't have anything to fucking do with it. After a while, you keep seeing it over and over and over and over, and you like, God damn, when they gonna get this shit over with? How long do we have to see this? Where our lives is flooded with images of every day the police is on the street, because it is what it is. The more they out there, it ain't just got to be, the people that they claim, you just got so many levels. You got ICE over here. You got motherfucking National Guard over here. You got FBI over here. You got all these levels of goddamn police and military just wrong. And everybody is like erratic and shit. Everybody's a fucking erratic. You know what I'm saying? And see, that's not good policy at all. So he's really trying to terrorize the damn country. You know what I'm saying? People want to ride up the street and go to parks and have a nice time, but hey, goddamn, everywhere you go is a certain level of military, just out in the open and shit. I mean, we want to be able. Nobody want to see all that shit. We understand if it's necessary. We know what it is, but this is totally unnecessary to have this level of military all across the goddamn country on one level or another. You understand? Terrorizing the people. No, nobody want to see this. This shit look like something overseas somewhere where we say, oh, this is the United States of America. This is the greatest nation on earth. And this, that, and the third. And no, this motherfucker looked like a fucking Soviet Union. You understand what it looked no different than China or any of these other totalitarian fucking regimes. It looked no damn different. It looked no damn different. And when you got a Congress, ass-kissing ass Congress that they can't stand up and be a body that, can offset, and speak for the people, that they some bunch of fucking puppets and, ass kissers for the president, you in serious trouble. You're in serious fucking trouble. You know what I'm saying? And that's why people, I don't, but you have to do what you can do. And so if you're going to vote, you got to make sure them motherfuckers that's in that Congress, you know what I'm saying? Either they going to offset what he's doing, and if you're going to have to get some of them motherfuckers up out of there. And I don't even fucking, because it's about ultimately doing what need to be done for our community. So regardless and shit, we tight, we got a level of security because we on point with Black power. You know what I'm saying? We doing what we need to do down here in our community that we can offset a lot of what's going on. They are only able to do this because of the disunity of our people. That's it. If the motherfuckers is unified, I don't care if it's closed hand or open hand. You can have unity with open hand. You see what I'm saying? Shit, they talk about the fist. Yeah, you can. You can knock a motherfucker out with a fist, but I done seen motherfuckers get slapped out too. You know what I'm saying? You ever watched them slapping motherfucker with these? And man, I seen a motherfucker that, so a slap or open hand, so which means, yes, you ain't got to necessarily, and you got to understand that strategy anyway, because a closed hand might not be necessarily because they not united. That it's the perception. You know what I'm saying? It may look like it's an open hand until you run up on them and that motherfucker could close real quick. You see what I'm saying? And after it do what it need to do, it can come open again. You feel me? And you ain't got to be you can still be victorious with an open hand still. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people say a fist, and yeah, it don't necessarily always have to be a fist. A united open hand can be very, very victorious if you wield it like it need to be wielded. So to the family out there in DC, unity is the key. That's it. You know what I'm saying? If you got unity, 800 police, FBI, military don't mean shit to a unified people in the city. You know what I'm saying? That's going to unify. Ain't nothing they could do. They can stand out there. They can do whatever they want to do. They can stand out there. Ain't nobody going to mess with them. Leave them out there. You know what I'm saying? You going to stand out there. When you make a move, the people is going to relay what is happening, especially if y'all in there like Gestapo and you fucking kicking in doors and shit. The people is going to unite against that. And if the Congress is not going to stand the fuck up and tell this man to get up out of these cities like that, if you want to help, motherfucker, fucking get some more police. You see what I'm saying? Put it in the budget, just like, and let them go through the local government. You understand? So that they can hire police like it's supposed to be done. If that's what you feel you need, you can most definitely donate technology. You see what I'm saying? And everything else there. And I'm not telling them to use this shit on the people. But if motherfuckers got certain level of crime, and people don't want crime, you understand what I'm saying? People don't want crime. So if it's some things that could be used to slow down the pace of crime in the community, that's one thing. I'm not telling motherfuckers to put all type of cameras, because DC already got goddamn cameras. They already got cameras. You see what I'm saying? So they already got there, but we talking about and a lot of what they do. And let me say this to say, it's about preemptive. You see what I'm saying? Strategies. You see what I'm saying? To stop if you got children out there, that's coming up. You got to give them something. You got to give them, things, where they could see a future. You got to give them, you feed them, you clothe them, send them to school, give them things after school, things and sports and music, and you take them out the streets. You see, get there. If you want to change this shit and take the money out the prison system, put it in and effectively invest in the children in a way where you don't keep turning out, criminals. And I'm not saying everybody is a criminal. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of people are out here without a means, you feel what I'm saying, to see a future for themselves. You see? And so what you have to do is invest in that. And that's proper. We know that's not what they're going to do. But see, I see motherfuckers put all their money in the military and locking motherfuckers up, and they won't even take a tenth of that and invest it in the youth. They won't do that. Kids got to pay for their own lunch. Where the fuck do they have to? That don't even make it. Food. The kids should be fed lunch, breakfast, and free. That's just a fact. This supposed to be the greatest. And you mean to tell me the kids got to pay for lunch? They should have books, tutoring, after school organizations and activities, music, instruments, all the type of clubs and shit, so that their minds is being exercised in the right areas. And if you do that, and then when they get up out of there, they've done good work, then you should be able to go to a school or get you a business. You ain't got to just go to school. You get you a business. There should be loans for the kids and if you do that, you can invest in that, and then you can change all this shit around. But y'all getting too much paper, locking people up. You're getting too much paper. You're paying police. You're paying lawyers and judges and CEOs and wardens and all this shit. You got a whole goddamn institution of the criminal justice system. You putting all the money in this, building prisons and all of this shit, but you won't turn and take all of that and put small and reverse it. Put all that money in the kids. And I guarantee you, you won't need that kind of money for the prison. Don't want to do that. That's how I know you wicked. You feel what I'm saying? But anyway, family out there, y'all know what it is. Be unified and see and have the progressive and proactive minds out there seeing this, what is the tactics that are being used on the people, and they have to come up with proactive strategies and tactics to offset it. You ain't got to and not to get in their way, and because you ain't got to do that. When you got 1 million people unified, it's like they chasing ghosts. You see what I'm saying? Y'all won't chase ghosts, you chase your ghosts. You see what I'm saying? Them motherfuckers, when they realize that y'all unified on that level, you gonna see them motherfuckers gonna be like, fuck this shit, man. I'm not gonna be chasing no ghosts. And just like these other motherfuckers, they gonna be chasing ghosts, and they gonna realize that's what they doing. And so they can stand out there, let them stand out there. And y'all do what's needed to be done, and I guarantee you're gonna be progressive. I know the family out there, I know you're strong and do what need to be done. Everything happened for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Everything happened for a reason, and prevail. You see, that's at the end of the day, prevail. You feel me? This is General Cyrus Seti saying, hey, I'll be right back. We got some fire, family. I got some fire. Yeah, we're going to talk about, of course we're going to talk about the mothership, family. You know we're going to, I hear it up there right now. Y'all don't hear the mothership? Yeah. I'm talking to them right now. Yes, the mothership is going down. The mothership is going down. All right, family, I'll be right back. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast. Daily liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.